Hey guys, this is Allie from The Inner Gaze. I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. If you're subscribing, if you're a new subscriber, I really appreciate it. Everything that you're doing is wonderful and keep on keeping on. So I just want to let you guys know it's been a little bit since I've made a video, mostly because I just haven't felt called to do so. I've kind of just been knee deep in my own journey, going through all sorts of things, and I haven't really been focused so much on, putting messages out there. I've been a lot more focused on just taking care of myself, taking care of my body, and nourishing my soul. And hopefully you're doing the same. So today's video is going to be about taking control back. And it's going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be. I didn't really plan on making a video at all. I just kind of went to the bathroom and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, you should make one. And I didn't have a topic necessarily thought about. But one of the things that's important, if you're on a journey, if you're on a journey towards self-love, and ultimately everyone is on this journey. Every single person that you encounter is on their own journey. And everyone is on a path, and every single person is on a different part of the path. But this path is infinite. This path is exactly the same for everyone. And everyone is going to the same destiny. Everyone is coming back to wholeness. Everyone is coming back to love. That no one can judge another person because we are all on the same path and we are all on the same journey. And guess what? We are all the same thing. We're each just parts of the same whole. And that whole is the energy that connects all living things, the energy that runs between me and this couch and the stuffed duck that's holding the phone up, right, and not making it fall. Yes, my phone is right now currently being it's kind of like a kickstand. It's my little stuffed duck creature. It's kind of cool. Yeah, and basically there are a few key beliefs that I urge you to question about your reality. It's kind of like chicken or the egg. The first key belief, as what I was just saying, is that we're all one. We're all the same. And that we are all on the same journey at different places in the journey, different points in the journey. But we are all one and the same and all part of one source of energy. That is a key belief that I urge you to flip from. We are all separate human beings who are not connected to one another, and we have to fight one another in order to gain appreciation from the authorities that be, so that we can get money and so that we can support our family and so that we don't get basically tossed off the heap of our pile of dough. We want to make sure our family is secure and safe so that their family can be secure and safe so that we can consume until we die. And then when we die, oh my gosh, who knows, that might be the end. Oh, and God forbid someone we know dies, because when they die, that's the end too. And that's really scary. So there are two sides of that coin. And I'm not trying to be insensitive about death. Yes, I know it's sad. And yes, our emotions are real. But one reality is separation, fear, and endings, and finite feelings, right? And the other reality is oneness, eternity, connectivity, fearlessness, and love. You can look at things two ways. And part of the reason why we are so locked in this fear is because of the density of the planet that we live in. Right now, the way the structures are, the way we are conditioned to believe we have to live life is through the lens of an external point of control. We're all extrinsically motivated. And it's not because we're bad in any sense. There's nothing wrong with being extrinsically motivated. It's how we're conditioned. It's what we're programmed to believe we need to be. When we are born, if we're lucky, we're born into a family that might say you need to go to school, and they might say you need to have money to survive. That's if you're lucky enough to even get that. Sometimes you're born into a family that says, well, shit, you're not gonna get any luck whatsoever, and survival is really freaking hard. But the first thing you're taught when you enter society, when you enter any sort of system, is that the system's gonna beat you the F up. As a young kid, you learn the hard way. And you're told that in order to survive, you need to make something of yourself. You need to get an education. You need to go to school. Maybe you need, in order to go to school, you need to get loans. And sometimes loans aren't given to you. And once you get there, you're going to have a lot of debt. And so you have to get a job and you have to pay off that debt. And you know what? You're not going to be able to survive unless you get a house, because otherwise you're going to be living on the streets. So you need to get the money, right? The money is the problem. So most people operate from this place of, I need to be something in order to get the money. And I need to be something in order to live my happy life. And I need to love someone in order to make a family. So I need to find something outside of myself. These are all beliefs that we are programmed with. Hey, life's a scary world. You need to acquire things in order to live. Okay. Well, there's another way to look at that. It's a completely different way to look at it. So one of the key beliefs that we need to start rethinking is this idea of separation and moving into a place of oneness and harmony. If we are all one, if we are all connected by the source of life energy, if there is actually no disconnection, let's just say in this world there is actually no death, that our spirits are all connected, we're all part of one organism, one breathing harmonic. And the ruling force of this oneness is love. Okay, so that's just one other way to look at it. So what does that mean in our day-to-day life? The second thing that we need to change our perception of is the idea that my cat is crying and I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, that we're out of control. That we are not in control of the things that happen to us. Okay. If we are extrinsically motivated, and this is the side of the equation that is full of fear, that is ruled by systems that govern us and that make us strive outside of ourselves to find something to do, to find something to support us, to find something to make us whole. Okay. Yeah, we're totally out of control. But believe it or not, you're not. What if experiences weren't happening to us? What if, chicken or the egg, we were actually the energy that connects all of us, designing experiences for us, by us, in order to give us the optimal experience of learning as this incarnation, this unit of oneness, of energy that connects all of us. And if we look at that oneness, that energy that connects all of us, you can have a bajillion names. You can call it source energy, God, oneness, the eternal life force, whatever you want to call it. Call it nature, call it the unseen, call it the sixth sense, call it the sacred wind, call it the colors of the rainbow, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. What if that being is learning through us? And we are designing our experiences like a video game. And we have control of all of our experiences coming to us because the experiences are matching our internal vibration at any given moment. And so when you are vibrating, when you are operating from a place of fear, when you are operating from the standpoint of negative thoughts, negative thought patterns, I am not enough. I do not like my job. I am not making enough money. This person is bothering me. This person has a weird toe. Oh shit, my coffee's gonna fall over. That's happened before. Maybe your thought is actually bringing on this experience for you. And the whole point of that thought bringing on an experience that is exactly what your worst fear was is to show you that you have more control over your life than you actually believed you did. Maybe. It's a chicken or the egg. You can choose to look at every single experience in your life and you can decide, am I a victim? Or did I create this experience for me, for my optimal learning? Am I a victim? Now, some of these can be hard to swallow. Some of these can be really hard to swallow. Because assuredly, some of these things aren't our fault to begin with. Some of these things are because the system that we live in is so full of fear and so full of prejudice and so full of mistreatment of people of all different races and all different genders and anything that culture has streamed us into being. The systems that be have caused us to have fear, for sure. Some of it's not our fault. However, how we experience those things is 100% up to us. And just consider for a moment, anytime you've ever walked yourself into a party and you went in thinking, this is gonna suck. This party sucks. I don't want to be here. Why am I even here? Well, the second you walk in the door, guess what? You're going to look for every single matching face that corroborates your opinion. You're going to find all the people in the room that look like they're having a shitty time, and you're going to be like, oh, look, they're having a shitty time too. Maybe you'll even spill your drink, and that will be your yes, that's my ticket out of here. I'm getting the fuck out, because I knew it. I knew I was going to have a bad time. And lo and behold, this party sucked. Yes, that's happened. That happens to me like every day, you know? Well, you can choose to not feel that way. This is actually really interesting. I went to a shamanic healing circle last month, and Jonathan Hammond, who's the shamanic teacher, was mentioning how you can walk into a room space and basically you can have 4 different experiences in any one given room. And where we do our shamanic healing circles, it's in Midtown somewhere. It's like a gymnasium. It's like basically the size of the yoga studio. It's really pretty. It's actually got exposed brick. It's got nice smooth floors. So you can walk into that room, and you can walk into that room with 4 different viewpoints, four different agendas, and you can have completely different experience in that same room. And yeah, sure, maybe there's a healing circle in there, but Joe walks in with the aim to have a really great meditation and learn something about himself. Now Joe walks in And he's going to have that really healing experience that he wants because that is what he's tuned into. Well, Mary's coming to the healing circle because her friend invited her. She wasn't really interested in it, but she's actually a party planner and she's surveying the space itself. So as she goes into the space, she's looking around. She's like, ooh, that exposed brick looks like it would be a really good spot to take pictures. And she's having a completely different experience than Joe. She's having the experience of being in a shamanic healing circle, but she's also surveying the space for other reasons. And Tiffany is a carpenter on the side. So she walks in and she says, huh, damn, this wood looks real good. And, well, she is imagining how hard and intricate it was to actually carve every detail into the side panelings of the room and the etching in the tops of the ceiling. And she's looking around feeling, wow, this is an impressive looking space. I wonder how much that carpenter made. See, that's an extrinsically motivated. And I just said that, which means I'm still thinking about money. But anyway, the point is really simple. You can interpret your own experience based on your thoughts. And your thoughts are very powerful. Believe what you want. Some of you guys will be like, all right, I don't really believe any of this. Like, the world still is really crappy. Why should I just change my thoughts about it? I'm not telling you to change your thoughts about the reality of the world you live in. I'm not telling you to deny the reality of the world we live in. I'm asking you to decide or to really peek into your thoughts and check and see if there's a part of your mind that is routinely punishing you for living in that world. Is there a part of your mind that is routinely punishing you for not being able to hold, keep, or attain a love that you desire? Is there a part of your mind that is continually reminding you that you are not doing what you need to do in order to get the abundance that you deserve? That you're not making enough money? That you're not doing your purpose? That you're not able to support yourself or support a family? Is there a part of your mind that is continually nagging at you to lose weight or to look prettier or to gain weight or to gain muscle mass, to make your body look good so that you're attractive? Is there a part of your mind that wakes up in the beginning of the day and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is fuck? It's true. Look, I listen to Abraham Hicks, and by all means, if you're at this part of your journey where somehow you've led to this video and all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, maybe this is something I should listen to. Well, here's a couple of things that you should start, and this is what happened for me. I mean, once I got to Abraham Hicks, I went down a complete rabbit hole, and then I started experiencing physical changes in my life. Abraham Hicks is someone who's going to talk about law of attraction, and she will help you raise your vibration. And what that means, and some of you might know what that means, some of you might not. A vibration has a lot to do with your thought patterns. And everybody's operating a different frequency. And when I was talking about the this or that scenarios, you've got fear being the lowest vibration, separation, fear, separation, death, all those things together. Basically, can I get the money? Am I enough? Am I worthy? Those are fears. Those are fears. The highest vibration is one of this place of feeling as though you're in now. In the moment of now, everything is perfectly as it should be. In the moment of now, you do not have this chatter in your mind telling you you're not where you need to be, reminding you that your past was happier or that in the future it's going to be better and that you need to plan for the future. In the moment of now, your vibration is pure. If you can tune into the moment of now, if you can tune into the sounds around you, if you can tune into the breath that you have, if you can be at peace with all that is, that is when you are most receptive to receiving the things that you desire. So she talks about it way better than I do because she's actually channeling, and I'm only partially channeling right now. She is tuned into this higher self of hers. This is actually, her name is Esther Hicks, but she's tuned into this higher self of hers, or this higher super consciousness, which is a collective of higher selves that connects all of us, all living things, and has infinite wisdom, infinite answers. And, you know, we are that. That is what we are. That's our true nature. So the more we connect into that true nature, the more we connect to every experience that we are actually designing for ourselves. All the desires we've ever wanted, all of our hopes and dreams and wishes are all in there. They're all coming for us. So one thing that she taught me, and I thought this was super interesting, is that all you need is 17 seconds in the morning to create a good habit of good thinking, positive thinking, positive thoughts. And you can observe your thinking mind simply by taking this little exercise and applying it to yourself. When you first wake up in the morning, do you have good thoughts? Probably not. I didn't. First thing I said, like I said, I was screaming the word fuck. Every day I would wake up, my alarm would go off, and I'd be like, shit, the day's starting. Wow, that's gonna be crappy. Whoa. And if we are really powerful divine beings that are all connected through love and life in this universe, and we are starting our day by saying, wow, it's gonna be crap. Yeah, guess what? We're making our day pretty bad for ourselves, aren't we? So as an experiment, all you have to do is practice positive thinking for 17 seconds in the morning. And sometimes it's really hard to get a good thought because, yeah, sometimes our days are looking bleak, you know? Maybe we are in that job that we don't love. Maybe we do have something mega that we have to get done. And maybe, you know, walking in the rain, it's pouring right now, is not going to be such a great feeling. But I will say that those are things in the future, and you don't have to worry about that right then, do you? You can get right back into that now moment. And some of the ways to tune into the now is to breathe. Breathe and feel your breath, and tune in to any part of the body. Feel what your body feels. Imagine you have brains in your legs. Imagine what your legs would say under the covers. This feels good under here. Maybe one leg's getting kissed by the air conditioner. Maybe one leg's wrapped underneath your blanket. Wow, that feels real nice. Maybe your pillow feels really good underneath your cheek. What would your cheeks say? You get the point. And if there's something that you're looking forward to in the day, definitely say so. Ooh, I really am looking forward to how good a shower is going to feel. I'm really looking forward to greeting the sunshine. I'm really looking forward to seeing the smile of my friend Kelly. If you have a friend Kelly. You know what I mean. And what I'm saying is that 17 seconds, you know, might not change your entire day. But once you tune in to your thought patterns and the effect they have on your day, you might find that that is an experiment worth your time. So I think I'm going to end this there, because I do want to talk about law of attraction in another video, and how our thoughts, feelings, emotions are actually more in power than we believe it to be. And that we have the power to invite experiences into our reality. Not just perceptions, but experiences that match the resonance of those thoughts. And if we're trying to change something and our main focus is not just on the thing, but on the fact that we don't have it, well, guess what? It's not coming to you. So there is a lot of power in just keeping it paused, keeping it now, and tuning into your body as a way to keep it present. I want you guys to all have a really great day. I want every day to feel real good. I want every day to feel blissful, feel connected, feel heart-centered, and come from love. And I'm not saying that once you begin to do this, you won't have a couple of crappy days. But if you are at the process where you are beginning to observe your thoughts, if you are beginning to empower yourself, if you are realizing that you created these events in your life for you, by you, specifically designed just to give you the perfect experience, to show you how truly powerful you really are and how divine we all are, that there have been no mistakes whatsoever. Every single experience, as crappy as it's been, has been perfect. You can start shedding, and then you can start observing your own mind, the chatter of your mind, the dark phases that you go through. Sometimes, I've been in bed for 40 hours dealing with an emotion and feeling my body going through something, but I don't identify with it. I allow those things to happen, and I allow them to pass like clouds in the sky, just like weather. When I look outside at the rain, there's never been a time in my life, maybe on vacation, but if I observe rain, I never think, oh my God, it's gonna be raining forever. The weather is rain. The weather's rain forever. No, I know it's like a temporary thing, and I don't identify with it, because generally the homeostasis is blue skies, right? Blue sky is like what we know the true sky to be, but sometimes it's got clouds, sometimes it's got rain, sometimes it's got lightning, sometimes it's got tornadoes, sometimes the earthquakes, sometimes there's volcanoes. Well, right now there's a big volcano. And people say, wow, look at that force of Mother Nature. But it's nature. The earth doesn't look at its own rain and say, oh my God, I'm depressed all the time. Here's another depressed episode, right? So think about how closely you're identifying with these thought patterns. And you'll realize that you have a lot more power and control over everything in your life than you realized. And look, I don't expect everyone to agree with this. And if you don't agree with this, take what you resonate with and discard the rest. I'm not here to preach. I'm not here giving you Bible. I'm here to tell you a different way of looking at things. And everyone has their own truth, and everyone has their own mission. Everyone should speak their voice. But you, as a listener, should have discernment, because the only thing that should guide you is your truth. Your truth is what matters for you. So if you find yourself listening to a lot of YouTube videos and maybe you've stumbled upon a lot of different channels like this one, you're going to find a lot of information from a lot of different people. And some of it's going to resonate, some of it's not. And that's the whole point. You take what resonates and you discard what's not. And like I said, everyone's on their own journey. Everyone's on a different part of their path. Everyone has their own truth. We're all doing the same thing. It's all love, baby. Anyway, this day is great. Even though it's raining. And I'm going to go out. I'm going to go dancing. And I'm going to spend this morning listening to the sounds of the rain. I'm going to let my cat out of the room. Maybe I'll brush my teeth. Okay. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. And if you have any ideas, comments, channels, please connect with me, write comments, share this. And I hope you have a wonderful, love-filled day. Thanks, guys.